Okay, everybody, we are going to learn to paint this little sunflower, and it says it is well with my soul at the bottom, but if you'd like to put something else in there, you're more than welcome. This is very simple. It won't take too long, and let's get started. This one that you're looking at, I believe, is a 14 by 14, but I already have purchased some little canvases. These you can buy at any Walmart. They come in a 4-pack. I think they're 6 by 6 and they're white, but I already pre-painted mine this golden yellow color. I have my palette ready with the colors I need. A bright yellow, a blue, and a golden yellow, and a white. And this one is already pre-painted for time's sake, the golden yellow, and I painted the sides and everything. So let's get started. You choose yourself a brush that you think you might use, and I'll just choose like a medium little brush to start with. And you can see everything is this golden yellow. So I will take some of this blue. And remember, we have like blue edges like it's facing the sun. So if you want to, and I'm going to turn my camera this way so you all can see a little better. I'm going to start off and make my, I might make that a little bigger, my 3 leaves. Okay, and then the sun is kind of going to go like this. And then you've got your first leaf, and then you're going to have your second leaf, and then your third leaf. Now see, you just kind of drew it on there, and don't worry about, you know, the blue. Now see, this is kind of how it's going to be. So now what you want to do is go ahead, and you can, and this is all going to have to be painted more than once. And if you hear this little click, click, click in the background, that's my dog with her little toenails going across the floor because she's impatient and she's pacing. So just excuse the little click, 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 so that way you all know what it is. So I'm going to paint this. Okay, this is what we want to do. We want to paint this blue. Then we want to go back through here and paint this a little bit golden yellow. And then we want to paint this the bright yellow. That's all there is to it. Paint the bottom the bright yellow. That's this. Paint the leaves the golden yellow, and then the outside blue. Now I'm going to repaint that, and I'm going to come right back. Don't worry about painting the little lines in between. Just paint all this golden yellow, and we'll go back and get it in a minute. Okay, we're back. And since I paused, I got a little bit brighter yellow because this one wasn't showing up, so you all might want to do the same. So this is how the process is looking. Remember, we just kind of roughly drew our leaves on there, and then we're kind of painting the sky in the background. And we're just going to go over that a couple times and a couple more times until our paint gets dry. Each time it's going to get a little bit drier. For time's sake, I already have another one painted over here. And this one, when I painted it, I actually got an extra leaf. But as you paint it, see, you paint it all in, it's going to kind of look like this. See, pretty simple. You paint this one, you got to let it dry in between coats, and then you go to this. Now, I'm going to pause, and I'll be right back. Okay, we have our other painting that's a little bit more dry. And remember, we're aiming for something that looks similar to this. So here we are back to this. Everything's kind of painted in. Then I'm going to grab a little bit of white. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to kind of lightly go around the edges of my flower here. You're going to kind of make them look a little bit more like leaves. And I think I'm shadowing my painting a little. Let me turn around just a little. Okay, and then we're going to go around our leaves. See that? You all can do that. Remember, there might be 3 leaves on yours, but, you know, don't worry about it. And that's just kind of what we're doing there. And then I might, you know, put a few little squiggly lines in here. I don't want to add too much paint, so you want to kind of dab it off. You just barely want the white in there. Okay? Then you're going to kind of go over it a little more and more, kind of make it faint. See that? You're just kind of going over what you just painted. Yep, like this. And if you want, you might want to go over the edge where those two colors meet. And I might add a little bit of that golden color right here. A little more. A little bit of white. You just want to make everything kind of you know, where you can see where the middle of the flower goes to the petals. You just want it to just distinguish just a little. Anyway, you all can see what I'm doing there. Now, I did not add a brown to this. I think I'm going to go get like a brown color, and I'll be right back so you all can get a brown too. Okay, we added a brown to our color palette, and I'm going to dip in that, kind of dip off any excess. And again, I'm going to kind of lightly, you know, kind of go around, distinguish those edges. And everybody's painting is going to look different. No two people's is going to look the same. You know, you'll put your own little brush strokes. And when it gets done, you'll be proud of it because it'll be a job well done and you've done it yourself. And I'm kind of going over it again because we don't want them to be like, you know, where they're just obviously there. You just want them just barely there. And I'm going to add a little bit more brown again. Dust it off. And if you can keep going back just barely. But you do want to definitely see where the flower petals are. Anyway, I'm going to kind of work on mine. I'm going to keep going around it. And you can keep going around it with the white. And kind of with the brown. Maybe make some little... Now see, those are dark lines. See that? But that's alright, see? Because when you go back... This is just making your petals look just a little bit, you know, more like petals. I'm using that same brush. And I'm just going around it. There. Now, see, we kind of did that a little. And I don't so much like that one. We'll add a little bit of that gold color over it. Anyway, so you can kind of see how the petals are doing here. Now we're going to work just a little with a little bit of white. So again, we just need to get a little paintbrush here. Just a little paintbrush. And we're going to add a little white. And I'm trying to do this hurriedly, you know. I'm just going to go around the edges again with the white. Dab off the extra. Because you want those to definitely look like petals. See that? And every now and then you can put a streak in there. So anyway, that's how you work on your petals. And I'm going to go back in a little bit and add a little bit of yellow to this, okay? But we're going to work on this. Needs to be colored in a little with my yellow brush. And I don't know where it went. We'll use this. See, we need to make it a little bit more bright yellow. See, everything that you paint, it has to dry, and you have to do several coats. And with each coat, you know, it just starts to come together and look a little bit more like whatever that you're painting. And don't worry about if you mess up or get a brush stroke out, because you can just go back and fix it. And a lot of times with paintings, you know, each little stroke, you can see the paint raised on the canvas, and it just makes it unique and special. Now I'm going to add a little bit of that brown, or perhaps I changed my mind. Let's go to the gold. And we're just, you know, going to put just a few. You can't really see that on here, but we're just giving it a little bit of extra color. And it's not really showing up on there, but there is some this gold color in there. And we'll just, you know, just get a... I don't think that's going to show. Anyhow, we're almost done. I'm going to go back over these flowers a few more times with my gold so that they look more like gold petals, but you're still going to see some of this other color bleed through. You know, see how this is kind of bled through? That's kind of what we're going to do. Of course, we done this one pretty quick, so you all can take your time and it'll dry in between, and you can get more of those brush strokes. And let's see here. And then you see the blue out there? I'll talk to you about the sky while I'm adding some color here. You know, I painted that blue, but we want it to have just a touch of color. So you can go over here to your white, dab off any extra, a lot extra, which that doesn't have white or has yellow. Let me grab another brush. We don't want it yellow in there. I've got my phone on a charger because it's about dead, so it's kind of in the way. You can just put just a little bit of white, kind of like this. You see that? Just a little. And then I might want to get another brush, but we don't want one with any more white. And then, see that? We're just going to kind of go over the white again. Might want to add just a touch of blue so that there's just doesn't look so flat. You got a little bit of oomph in there, you know? Now see, I don't know if you all noticed, but I kind of made a mistake. I got some of my blue in some of my flower petals. But hey, that's okay. There, now you see that? I had some little oomph there. Now what I do is I go back. We're just touching it up now. We're going to go back and touch up. And I got some blue right there. We're just going to kind of touch up. Anyway, you can go back over your petals a little bit at a time and make it, you know, look more like the flower. And like I said, all you have to do that is just add a little bit of contrasting color, whether it be the blue or the, you know, white. Make it look like it's actually a branch or a little leaf there. So, anyway, you all see that's pretty much how you do it. And then you write in here whatever that you want. And I'm going to write something and I'll be right back. I said I was going to write something, but I would like to have you guys on these leaves maybe just get some of that brighter color and just kind of put, you know, just a streak here and there. You know, kind of gives it a little bit of oomph. See that? There you go. Now I'm going to write something. I'll be right back. Okay, I've got my blue brush and we're going to write bless the Lord on here. So I'm going to write bless the Lord and I'll be right back. Okay, I wanted to show you all what, I'm not sure if this is focusing very well. It kind of looks blurry. Not sure, but I wrote bless the Lord. So you can write whatever you want, but you can go over it a few times. And if you have any mess ups, just touch it up. And that there is all there is to it, folks. So go check out Bless This and That on Etsy. And you'll see this and other videos to come. And you'll have other videos on there already. So go check it out. Bless This and That. Till next time. God bless.